What's packing with you, YouTube? This is your man, King Howie, back with another video. And let's get into it. I don't understand what these old Packer players that play with Brett Favre and old Packer players that play with both Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. You know, you would think an organization like the Green Bay Packers would hold some type of loyalty, amongst the alumni that have played for this team. And I understand it. I understand it. A lot of fans, a lot of constituents and old players, and they're pretty upset about how the way this season has transpired with the Packers and how it's the outcome of the whole season and everything that went on within the season, and how the Packers haven't lived up to the hype this year, with a talented quarterback like Aaron Rodgers. The man who created the Lambeau Leap, Leroy Butler, has come out on Twitter, had Twitter fingers going. And he says, I mean, really, if you can't outplay Mitch Trubisky, how good are you? Aaron's only job is to outplay the other QB, agree? You will never win scoring 17 points. Now remember, let's break this down. If you can't outplay Mitchell Trubisky, how good are you? So basically, who is he talking about? Who is he saying can't outplay who? He's talking about Aaron Rodgers not outplaying Mitchell Trubisky. Then he says Aaron's only job is to outplay the other quarterback. Agree? He mentions Aaron's name and he says you have to outplay the other quarterback. You will never win scoring 17 points. All right? Now let's look at this. This is his other tweet. FYI, my tweet was not ripping Aaron Rodgers. What? Come again? Say what? Say what? FYI, my tweet was not ripping Aaron. That tweet was talking about losing to a QB like Trubisky. Has to be painful to the Packer fans like me. Good try if you're trying to divide Packer Nation. See, this is what you call an old man trying to communicate through young people devices. Obviously, from the last tweets that he put out, you can say Leroy Butler basically contradicted himself in both tweets. You say you're not ripping Aaron Rodgers, but you point his name out. You say you're not ripping Aaron Rodgers and you saying he's getting outplayed by Mitchell Trubisky. Then you come on and say my tweet was not ripping Aaron. Then what was it? That tweet was talking about losing to a QB like Mitchell Trubisky. Aren't the Bears the best team in the NFC North? Oh, and I want to address this one guy. He got a YouTube channel. I forget the name of his channel. It's called Shlammadaba something stupid. It's a white dude. He's a Bears fan. He screams and yells in all his videos. And he just went on a rant, just happy as hell. It's fitting. You know what I'm saying? The Bears have been bums for a long time. And he was so happy as hell. You know what I'm saying? Jumping around in this video, talking about the Bears skull fuck the Packers. And I'm like, how? How? Where's all this criticism coming from us losing to the Bears for once in eight games? Didn't we win the first game against the Chicago Bears at home, where Aaron Rodgers only played half a game? Bears fans, calm down. Calm down. I see y'all all excited. Y'all got y'all pom-poms out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all flashing the crowd with y'all tits. You know what I'm saying? I see exactly what y'all doing. Calm down. Y'all act like y'all didn't won the Super Bowl. How many? When was it? 2010 when y'all won the division, and we still went to Soldier Field and whooped y'all in the NFC Championship. Well, I wouldn't say whoop. Aaron Rodgers had a pretty wasn't a good game for Aaron Rodgers, but still, Jake Cutler over there on the bike, scared to play. Didn't we go to the Super Bowl that year and win it all after y'all won the division? So calm down, Bears fans, especially the dude that was jumping up and down. Oh, I forget his channel, man. I forget the name of his channel. Some weird shit. He looks weird. But back to this. I mean, you would think that these players would hone some type of loyalty to the organization and the quarterback that's present on the team. But who knows, man? Maybe Aaron Rodgers don't communicate with those guys. Maybe Aaron Rodgers have brushed him off a few times. I'm pretty sure Leroy Butler has met Aaron Rodgers and shaken his hand and smiled, gave him a fake smile in his face, and then went on to go do something like this. Like I said, man, the more y'all keep poking at this guy, man, the more y'all keep poking at Aaron Rodgers. Now, I'm not trying to sit up here and have Aaron Rodgers back. It's just weird that all of these people are just coming out. You know, Greg Jennings, Leroy Butler, Jermichael Finley, Brett Favre. Who else has came out and said some ridiculous stuff? Terry Bradshaw, even though he's not a Packer, just, you know, these of course, the analysts on TV, Skip Bayless and Colin Cowherd. And I'm not saying they don't hear anything. I'm not saying that they don't sit up here and hear whispers through the wall about certain situations that's going on with, you know, star athletes on different teams where they get information about what's going on in the locker room. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, they do have those kind of, you know, connections. And maybe Aaron just rubs people off the wrong way. You know what I mean? That's just in his character. But don't sit up here and just act like the guy is just not helping win games, not playing at an elite level. Where would the Packers be without Aaron Rodgers? How much notoriety would the Packers have without Aaron Rodgers? The Packers wouldn't even be Super Bowl contenders if it wasn't for Aaron Rodgers. Didn't this guy get the 2 NFC champion games? Didn't he go to the playoffs 9 times, 8 times, 9 times? Hasn't he won the Super Bowl? Hasn't he won 2 MVPs and other numerous awards throughout the NFL? When he throwing Hail Marys and making spectacular plays happen, y'all all on his nuts and sucking his dick. But when he has one bad season, y'all want to start throwing rocks at him, stoning him, kicking him while he's down. You know what I'm saying? Pissing all over him, talking bad about him, treating him like shit. But when we start winning again, y'all gonna be back. Y'all gonna be back. Y'all gonna come on back home, sit down at the table, ask for forgiveness. I get it. This is something not normal for you know, those. This is not normal for them to see. You know, these kind of things going on with the Green Bay Packers right now. You know what I'm saying? And as far as the criticism from numerous players, I mean, I haven't heard, you know, Randall Cobb has spoken highly of Aaron Rodgers. Devontae Adams has spoken highly of Aaron Rodgers. There's been other players that have spoken highly of Aaron Rodgers. Why come y'all not talking about they quotes, they tweets? We get it. Everybody want to focus on the negativity. I get it. That's what people are into. People are just in the negative shit. Nobody gonna talk about Aaron Rodgers sitting down with the special needs children, signing autographs and taking pictures with them and donating to their charity. Nobody gonna talk about that. I don't hear them kids or the autographs he's signing to these different people saying he's a jerk and an asshole and all this other stuff. I get it. We losing right now, so somebody gotta take the blame. Like I told y'all, this is a smear campaign right now for the Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers. He's the face of the team, so he's going to take majority of the blunt of the blunt force trauma that people are trying to hit him with. But mark my words, like I said before, if this guy wins another Super Bowl, he is going to turn into a rock star like he did the last time. Won a Super Bowl, went 15-1. Ran into a brick wall when the Giants came to play us in a playoff game, in our home playoff game. That didn't go too well. I don't think that the Packers was mentally prepared after what had transpired with what had happened to Joe Philbin's son. Him passing away, I think a week before the playoff game. But that's neither here or there. But the main thing is, if you're going to be representing the green and gold and you got so much high respect for Green Bay, motivate the guy. Don't sit up here and say shit like this. Don't sit up here and say shit like this. Okay, we lost to the Bears. Was that technically going to help us get into the playoffs? No. No. We lost to the Bears. After we've been beating them so long. All these years we've been sweeping them. But he lose one game in Chicago where that defense is like top 1, 2, or 3 defense in the league, and we got guys on the offensive line that's supposed to start not there, and this team is just not what it is not how it was when it came into the season. Things have changed. Of course, we're going to be lacking in certain areas than we did before the season started. After everything that's went down with Mike McCarthy and the various trades that we did during the season with Ty Montgomery and HaHa Clinton Dix. Tis the season for motivating this guy. Now, if it was in my power, I would be in Aaron Rodgers' ear right now. Look what they saying, man. Look what they saying. Look what they saying. Keep letting them add fuel to the fire, because that's all y'all doing, man. That's all y'all doing. That's all y'all doing. Now, I'm not trying to sit up here and say Aaron Rodgers is like this great guy. He's an amazing guy. I've never met the man. And I'm at the point to where some of the things that they're saying about Aaron Rodgers, some of it might be true. Some of it I kind of believe. You know what I'm saying? There's no facts to prove that, but certain situations that you see with Aaron Rodgers, you could just sit there and say, yeah, I could see that. I could see him being like that. I could see him being like that. His body language is terrible when it comes to, being emotional. He just don't know. He don't know how to hide his emotion on the field. You know what I'm saying? Like guys like Drew Brees, they hide their emotion well. Sometimes Brady does. Peyton Manning, sometimes he do. Perfect example of hiding their emotions on the field is Dak Prescott. That guy stays even keel, whether he throwing an interception or fumbling or playing a bad game or not putting up no points at all. He always going to be even keel. He ain't going to, let the emotions of the game get the best of him. And that's what I've been seeing happen with Aaron Rodgers this year. Yes, he has been missing throws. Yes, he hasn't played up to par. But that all comes from the whole big picture of everything. If you sit back and you just look at the whole big picture, yeah, he's playing with rookie receivers that really haven't got any time. And part of the reason why Aaron Rodgers has to complete this season and play the next 2 games is so they could build a rapport with each other on the field. I don't know why people can't seem to grasp that goddamn concept. So, Mr. Leroy Butler. Now, I'm not gonna sit up here and say that you was trying to do it with evil intentions, or But this whole I'm not trying to rip Aaron. Yeah, you were. You were trying to rip Aaron. You were. You let your emotions get the best of you. You probably was at the game, and you probably made a bet and you lost the bet. So who you gonna take the bet out on? You gonna take it out on Aaron Rodgers? It sound like you lost some money. Sound like you lost some money. If that has happened, then you can only blame yourself, because that was a bad bet to make, especially dealing with a new interim head coach and some rookie receivers out there on the field in a patched up offensive line. All I'm saying is, if you're gonna be a supporter of the Green Bay Packers, you gotta support the team through the bad. It's funny when things go bad, everybody want to point the finger. Everybody want to tattletale, say it's his fault. No, it was his fault. No, it's her fault. No, it's they did it. He did it. You know what I'm saying? But when we start winning again, when we start winning again, they hanging from the nutsack. Go Pack, go.